Ahoy there from the Laneverse. I am the Madam Laneverse, in case you are new here. And this is my art lifestyle channel. Today I will be getting into, or more so displaying, my art portfolio, my professional portfolio, personal work. Rather than this being a brand building episode, I want to focus in on art. I talk about art lifestyle. I don't feel like I've been showing anything new or what I've been working on, so that's what this is for. As a quick thing, as we're talking about art, I did this poster, I did this ink. I'm an artist. And part 4 of the brand building series to be about cash flow, about the type of client we're coming in. That is not happening yet, so that has been pushed to May 18th. Circling back to the art in the room, if you want to support the channel, go to laneverse.com. The link is in the description. Poster is available in t-shirts, mugs, hoodies. It can still be cold where you are. As a quick update on what has happened with brand building is I squashed that thought leadership consulting shit, Laying the Muse communications into voiceovers by Laying the Muse. So that is something that I am actually starting up this week. Another thing that I will be covering in the part 4 in the realm of Faded Lane. I have had lots of trouble with accepting myself as an artist and accepting that I can create a living doing that. So what Faded Lane is my cannabis media and merchandise studio. Illustration service that I am offering is I want my work to be used for editorial work, merchandise, and packaging. In the cannabis industry, in the psychedelic industry, potentially it can be outside of those industries. There is certainly a need for developing original, custom, brand-driven visuals that are really engaging and fun. But one of my little taglines is to generate revenue, increase visibility, and start conversations. Conversations are a big thing in cannabis. If the stigma, legalization, and stuff like that, that's the path that I've chosen. I've readopted the title of creative director because I do be running shit. I do be making plans. I care about the brand strategy. I care about the content marketing strategy. I care about the impact that's going to have on the business, as well as there is creative direction involved with bringing these projects to life, getting into the client's head about if they're feeling my concept, what they want to bring to the concept, what they really feel represents their brand, because they're going to be most intimate with it. Ultimately, they have a vision. Been a bit to get to this stage. There was like a lot of weed smoke. As you can see, I have an official microphone. Hopefully you can hear a notable difference. If not, I did my best. And I am now recording from a Google Pixel 5a, courtesy of my mother. Do want to get a newer phone. Potentially it's going to happen this month. Anyway, let's get into the art. So flashy, so why not have it in? It's an art lifestyle channel. I don't feel like I've been arting enough on it. And my skills aren't where I want them to be at this age. I just distinctly remember when I was 25 trying to lay out 10-year commitment to developing my skills. And they're just not where I would have imagined they'd be, give or take just a lot of the fundamentals, what I'm capable of doing from my imagination and just skill-wise. So that has been the hardest part when it comes to offering it as a service at this point. Wanting to offer a high-value, world-class service. But at the end of the day, as long as the client's happy and people like what I'm doing, that's all that matters, right? When it comes to making a living. I'm sharing all the work I've done over the course of the pandemic, whether that's personal or client-wise. I want to showcase my work as a personal acceptance of where I'm at and what I'm working with and what I'm offering. Likely I won't do another long art log until July. I will be making sure I do shorts and of what I'm working on, progress videos, starting Faded Fridays, where I will be posting my Faded Breaks podcast, overlaid with the video of at least the Kanban work. Enjoy. The Laneverse threadless shop, where this is actually available, and it was based on what my haircut was back in 2019. But yeah, I was inspired because somebody introduced me and said, hey, this is Elena. She's Black and does creative marketing. So why not put it on a shirt? And, you know, at the time, let's zoom in. There we go. My company's name was Bud Biz Creative or Bud Biz Lady. So yeah, now you can see the actual details of how stylish my hair was. And I'm kind of bitter because this necklace broke that's in this. But yeah, if you've seen me wearing this green hoodie, this is what the image is on there. Maybe you want to represent me because I'm cool. Why not? Let's move on to the first pandemic piece. Actually, we can get on handy dandy Facebook. So this was a portrait that I owed a friend at the time, Nia, and that's what I got done for her as of April 2nd. This was another design with care that, I like the boys. Well, at the time, I still kind of liked the boys. So I'd made a little dedicated piece for them. So I think I had done this as late as April 2020. But obviously, keep your ass at home, put a mask on. This was during, the whole movement when people were like, yeah, this is a renaissance. It's like the plague, man. Just stay inside and be creative. And everybody lost their fucking mind. But I was trying to live the dream. Then I really tried to make an effort to focus on Orange 91. So this is my character Shinten Matsume of Orange 91. And I was going off of some Pinterest photos to do some art of her and other characters. And yeah, I was really trying to push myself to, this is when, maybe one of the first pieces from when I first got my iPad. And this is actually in a previous video, the Orange 91 cover. And this is just like a sneak peek of it. So then we go back into character art. This is another Orange 91 character, Akira, and he is Shinten's father. This video quality is trash, but I had also started doing studies, and I was trying to make the content for the Instagram where I was doing storyboard or story shots of music videos. So this is Them Changes by Thundercat, which is one of my favorite music videos, and it is directed by Hiro Murai, who also directed the This Is America music video and episodes of Atlanta. So now we're in the present, and this is a current project that I'm working on with Microdrops, an adaptogenic mushroom elixir brand. And the character is an embodiment of the formula. So each of the images is meant to represent the formulas of the brand, and the central character is like the base formula for all of them, but they all contain different ingredients for different purposes. So this one is for microactive. The center character I have called Synergy because that is the base for the line, and this is with more flair, but we got some passion flower, dates, cacao in the ankle as well, Tulsi in the hair of Brahmi, and the hair is lion's mane mushrooms. I believe that's everything. Pretty much the color of the body, soles of the feet, and the center of this being is based on the brand colors. Still have these two to work on, but these are the different, again, the elixirs for micro crops. So this is the micro calm. This is the micro flow. I gotta rework these designs and clean them up, and then add the additional ingredients for each of them. This is a portrait project that I had done for the Cannabis Workers Coalition. I think I had shared this before, but I put these 3 portraits together of 3 employees in the cannabis industry who overcame some hardship thanks to the pandemic, especially in Oregon with wildfires and robberies, because it's crazy out there. But I wanted to capture their triumph in face of so much going wrong. The non-cannabis realms of projects that I completed in 2022. This is for Eat More Chauncey's, where I had actually done these individual labels for her food line or her line of seasonings. And I got a set of them, and they made my food bomb, bruh. But they wanted me to take the logo here. Caribbean jerk is my personal favorite. So I did the designs for this, selected the text, laid out the text, lined up everything, cleaned up this logo, which is how they knew about me from years ago. And what I had done was, again, with the thing for ingredients, drew out the ingredients for each of the labels. So each of these, like garlic, we got peppers, we got some sugar cubes. All of these things that are listed in the ingredients are what's visualized on here. And this was pretty much the entirety of what I had drawn and put together and colored to design each of the labels. Then they wanted me to take the logo and make holiday assets to change things up. And then I have this logo that I'd done for Slick Nerd Pro. What is the difference here? I don't know why I got 2 of these. But he wanted to capture the cape of Rengoku from Demon Slayer. He wanted to capture the outfit from Tokyo Revengers. And these are their select favorite colors. His was red and gold. His was silver and blue. And that is Slick Nerd Pro. And they are performers and they rap. And they've been doing it big on the East Coast, maybe further. Here's a portrait of my mother that I had done. I can't remember if I did this for her birthday or for like Mother's Day a couple years ago. If you haven't recognized it, that I use on most social media, but this is my own personal portrait that I had created because I was just playing around in Procreate. And as it goes, when you experiment and let loose and enjoy yourself and feel a little vain, good things come from it. This is what I've been using for the Faded Lane logo. And now I'm considering, like, I may build it out more to put on shirts and stuff. But this was actually a commission that the client ended up not using. Then we get into my personal work. So this is for the Indo-Can band, where I'm experimenting with pattern design. So that is something I am incorporating more into my work, is making patterns, offering that as a option and really getting a feel for it. Here I made these lemons and did my first animation. It's really simple, but I do want to do really simple animations like blinking. And what I do want to do with this next is make the lemons in the background jiggle and stuff like that. Or jiggle, move down the frame and stuff like that. So I'll get there when I get there. This is for the profile picture project for NFTs, those start popping again. But doing an NFT project. This is limonene. I have like the different layers, different hairs, face accessories, different eye colors, different skin colors, or Delta 9 THC. So you got different colors for the beard, different skin tones. These are each of the Indo-Can band members. These are the newer ones. So I got Humaline. And like I said, on Fridays for Faded Fridays, I will be sharing the process videos while I'm playing Faded Breaks over it, whatever Faded Breaks episode. So there we have CBN. And I want to do one more terpene, asamine, and then I'm going to do 3 flavonoids. I have no explanation for what flavonoids are yet. And I still got to rework this design because the anatomy's off, the shoes are garbage, and I'm not really satisfied with the inking. So I'm cleaning this CBC up. Then I got CBGA. This was inspired by a Lizzo outfit. Got some cannabis leaves going on here. And I got HHC. This is a draft that I put together I want to take the Kanban members and for what the profiles are for the CBD content, the THC content, potentially some of the terpenes, which are like the aromatics, whatever the labs are for certain like traditional well-known strains, putting those together in like group poses to kind of capture a people like Voltron connection, like just a group photo that represents each of these strains. But that's something that is more likely going to wait till summer. When it comes to the Indo-Can band and merchandise, I did have to make a recent switch of the logo. I did have a very enlightening conversation last week on making this more visible because this goes on the back of the shirts and other merchandise. But as you can tell, this font ain't doing the job. So I ended up playing around, finding some new ideas to work with so that this is visible from like 10, 20 feet away. When people, if they like the brand, they can easily look it up. And this is the honorary hashtag of the Indo-Can band. But I did also like color test it against different colors because these are the different colors of the shirts and different merchandise. So this is just something to be aware of. It's like a whole process that you don't choose every single color. Don't choose every single product when you're selling something. It's not necessary, especially when it comes to getting colors involved with certain designs. Not everything's going to look good, or things aren't always going to look so visible. So this is what I opted for. And like before individual character merchandise, I also had to spruce this up because this is the original. Again, this font is too thin to really be seen from a distance, and I really wanted to capture each of the characters for visual reasons and to associate each one, since some of them don't exactly line up. I wanted the colors of the text to match each of the characters so you can tell who is who. That ended up going with the new font choice and did this all in Canva. I'm satisfied. I spent like an hour trying to figure out which font to choose, and this stuck out the most to me with some finagling. But I did test stepping away from my computer screen for like 5-10 feet, but this is way more visible than this. And again, keeping, according to what I'm printing things on. So like this green kind of isn't hitting. So I'm definitely steering away from how light this is, because this just contrasts better just having the black. So there's no white shirts, because then I'd have to do like a completely different design with these colors, and your girl ain't trying to do that. So going over to the Laniverse website, I made that logo in Canva, and there's me in there. But this is the core Kanban design, and yeah, as you can see here, it's just little right there, the Indo Kanban. I just want to have it in there to have it in there, because that's what it is. But the easy way to find and remember is hashtag Kanban, and this goes on the back of the shirts. We got this laid out. This is more of the Heather Kelly. So I did do the color tests with this specific against this color. So that, again, I believe that stands out. This still, I mean, it's going to read best on the black. Did order a shirt. And I did order this face mask, because we still masked up out here. Going back to the realm of pattern design. This is actually a mock-up from Redbubble from last year. I am going to make the seamless patterns to print, potentially on the zip pouches, because it's also present on, you know, this notebook, where it's not like an exact grid, but I think it's just more visually demanding than just having the single image. These are what the shirts were before. I've recently changed the font. Like, this isn't even just looking at it from this camera. It just wasn't a good deal. So glad nobody bought this. Glad I didn't buy it. And shout out to my contact who gave me the input to get more robust with the font and just change it so it's better visible. And originally it was the Indo Kanban on the back, and he said it needed to be something simpler that people can just look up. That is that of today's Laniverse episode. Thanks for tuning in. Feel free to share whatever piece that you enjoyed. It was good to go over everything and really share what I was thinking, the purpose for each of the things I was working on, because it really brings to my focus. There's a lot more work I would have liked to have been doing during the pandemic, and over the past 10 years, all of my life at this point. But just coming to a place of acceptance of where I'm at, what I've done up until this point, what hasn't been done doesn't really matter. It really sets the framework for the kind of life that I want to build, where I'm able to produce more work and getting my work out into publications and editorials. So that's really where my focus is building out this entire flywheel, essentially, making me known to the world. As it goes, like, comment wisely, share with love, and feel free to support the realm by heading to laniverse.com. You can support by purchasing this poster or this design, or in any form of merchandise that fits your life, helping you to have conversations, have something beautiful in your life that keeps us connected, keeps things moving in my side of the world, and so that we can maintain this relationship. And just so you have a rundown of the episodes to come, May 18th, again, is going to be the part 4, the last part of the brand building series, where I get into the state of Faded Lane, my cannabis, media, and merchandise studio, tapping into voiceovers by the Muse, of voiceovers by Atlanta Muse, checking to see where I'm at there, and also seeing where I'm at with the Madam Laniverse art lifestyle vlogging and how I'm doing with the content flow, with the audience building, if anybody's supported the realm financially or shared, or there's been like a big share. So covering all of that on the 18th. I'll focus on either June 1st and June 18th. It's going to be language learning and guitar playing. The guitar is going to overlap with the Japanese because I'm learning Japanese songs, specifically Eve or Ev. Love their, I still gotta look up what their lyrics mean, but I love their guitar riffs, and that really keeps me going. Once we move into July, I am circling back with art and really diving into Orange 91, the publication of my first short story anthologies. Yeah, that's everything I have planned out through the end of the second quarter, moving into the third quarter. I definitely want to talk about a coloring book, a sex coloring book, and putting that out before the end of this year. The third quarter is just going to be all Orange 91. Keep an eye out for the shorts. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, maybe Facebook. Thank you for your time. Hope this was enjoyable. I have no further words of encouragement.